Okay, so in this industry, with the MLOs that we have been working with for the past 1.5 years now, we have taken things very slow in terms of number of MLOs that we have partnered up with, because we still did not have complete clarity on what exactly is the roadmap that will give them the most effective results. And the thing that we found out, just now is that you can do direct lead gen, and that will be the most effective way to get in front of realtors with leverage. So if you don't have leverage with the realtors, then it is not going anywhere. So your business is going to be doomed if you don't have partnerships with realtors. Now, a lot of people I spoke with also have dual licenses, so they also took like realtor licenses. But what I felt is the most effective area, and the highest performing people in this industry I spoke with all are doing the same thing, that they have a lot of realtor partnerships, really good realtor partnerships, and they have the leverage with those realtors. And the reason I think that works, because you have the leverage which makes which changes the status quo. So you're not chasing realtors. Now realtors are either looking at you as mutual level of authority or else someone who is above them. I spoke with someone, like, just a side tangent. I spoke with someone yesterday. He is an Indian person living in US for the last 30 years, and he has been in this industry for like 30 years almost on and off. And he said that I have leverage with realtors because I have more experience than the realtors. I can pretty much train them. I can help them get more deals, which anyways comes back to me. And I think that is the best angle to put forward to the realtors. Like, you can go reach out to the realtors, now have that leverage added to you, get the realtors who are performing well to say, hey, you know what, I want more business and you want more business, so let's build this business together, because you cannot go without someone like in my industry, which anyways you have, but are they actually pursuing your business growth as well, or are they just taking from you? And when I say that pursuing your business growth, as in like they're actually participating in the business growth and making transactions happen for the realtors, and not just paying money or something like that. No, not co-marketing with them, like just for the name's sake. The answer for which is usually no. Right now, my 18-year-old teammate, he just scheduled a 61, a realtor who does about 60 plus annual transactions, right? 60 plus, last 12 months, 60 plus. So the reason we had that possible, we made that possible, is because our offer is pretty much that, hey, we will come in, we will complement your business, we will be the team that you actually need, who will not take money from you, but we will actively work with you to grow the business, because we want to be a part of your team. Anyways, if you get business, that comes to us and we make money, so you don't have to monetarily compensate us. And it's a very win-win product. Like, you can win, you like me as a team who is complementing this entire scenario, we win. You make commissions, you win. You build your partnerships, you build a very strong situation for you where making 10 more extra deals every single month is not a problem for you anymore, right? And we want to be in that situation. And the reason is pretty simple. I mean, the possibility is very simple, because there's a lot of realtors. We pretty much in just one day found about 100 realtors with 15 plus annual transactions in just in one county of Pennsylvania. Right now we're going all in on Pennsylvania. So in just one county, that was like Montgomery County, right? That's like a lot of realtors that we found out. And I'm pretty sure I just searched for 2 cities, 2 townships. So there's pretty much there's more, 25 more for me to search, and I can see that I can get 600 plus 700 plus realtors like that, and we don't need more than 20 of them to say yes to us, to partner up with us, to send us referral, the first batch of referrals, and we start giving them value by adding listings to them, by performing prospecting on their behalf, on their list, on the dead leads where their time being involved in that lead gen isn't worth it, where they can just focus on getting the business up, like the systems up, the authority up, the skill level up, right? If they can close the deals, and if I can get them the deals on behalf of my client who is an MLO, then everyone wins in this scenario, right? I make money, the client make money, the MLO makes money, his reputation is taken forward in the market, and there is literally no other, you stand out significantly. There's no one who will be able to do that. And the realtor wins because now he doesn't have to put time and money into areas of his business, and that's pretty much automated. So it's you literally calm everyone's anxiety level down to 10 folds, and then now it keeps on compounding. Imagine that you have access to 20 realtors. Now, all 20 realtors have worked for 10 years in the same county, right? Now, that means that in this same county, 20 realtors combined have access to at least 200 people's database. Now, that's about 4,000 homeowners that you have access to if you partner with them and then help them pursue those people and follow up and keep engaging, re-engaging, and then generate business from them. So if you can have a team, like for example, if I can be your team, and then we can actively participate into representing you and following up with those 4,000 homeowners in your county, just imagine the amount of referrals that you can get just because of the value that you're providing to them, even though it is not going to be giving them returns immediately. They can see, they can understand, because that's their business. And you're taking care, like you, through us, are taking care of an important step for them. Now that comes back as referrals, like the present transactions that's going on in their business comes to you as referrals, because you are actually generating business for them. It's like the most value exchange as possible. Now once that is done, you can keep following up, like we can keep following up with those 4,000 home buyers. Now maybe 6 months down the lane, someone is going to buy a home, and they are going to buy a home. That means they're selling one home, they have their niece selling their home or buying the home, brother, sister, husband, wife, divorced. There's a lot of opportunities just sitting there in those 20, like the pipelines of those 20 realtors. If you don't have access to them, and I'm saying that you can have access to 20 realtors doing 15 plus 20 plus annual transactions. Most people right now in MLO space I'm speaking with, they're doing not more than 7, 8, 10 a month in terms of loan. But the reason they can do that is because they have put 25 years to build the realtor referral partnerships. And I don't think that it should not take 20 years to build that. Of course, trust building and relationship building takes a longer time if you don't have something of value upfront. I think the intensity of the value is much more valuable than the time frame of the partnership. Like for example, my client, we pretty much are like, one of our clients is like, I don't consider him as my client anymore, but I genuinely consider him as one of my friends. Even though he's like 20 years, almost like 20 years older than me, but I genuinely connect with him at a deeper level, and I want him to succeed, right? And that's that level of genuineness in my feeling, and he reciprocates that. So I already know that this guy is like someone I trust, and he trusts me like hell, right? That trust level. I'm sitting 8,000 miles across, and I have generated trust. I've developed trust with people in your country. And it's not about the distance or the time frame. It took me not more than 1 month, but just because I could give him the intention, I could give him the results that I was talking about. That's what trust is built about. So the trust doesn't need to have 6 months of you going in and out and giving them donuts. They don't need donuts, right? They don't need coffee. They need deals. And if you can give them deals in the fastest way possible, then the trust is gonna be there, like regardless if you want or not. If you have that leverage, change the status quo, and then go into the market, get 20, 25 realtors to work with you to develop that, at least start the partnership. You already make money, they make money, we make money, everyone wins. And so that is why I wanted to record this video, is because we just got this appointment like just 3 minutes back. I turned on the airplane mode, started recording this, because it is possible. It is absolutely possible. So change the status quo. Stop waiting for relationships to happen in another 20 years. It's very funny when someone says, oh, you know what, I have been in this for 16 years. Yes, so what? 16 years. I know someone who have been in this for 6 years, and he does more than like someone who has been in this for 30 years. And the amount of time that you have been in this industry doesn't matter at all. The level of growth that you have achieved is the intensity of your value. And the level of value that you can provide to someone else, like your partners, is the level of value that you actually can stand for. So that is your aura, right? That is your level of experience, not the hours or the time. It's not about hours, it's about the result. It's always about the result. It's not about the hours, not the days, not the weeks, months, years, nothing of that. Right? It's about the value that you can provide, the experience that you can come in with. And I genuinely see it, like just in Pennsylvania, we're going to be working with 10 counties right now. I have listed them: Philadelphia, Bucks, Montgomery, Chester, Delaware, Lehigh, Lancaster, York, Northampton, Berks, and Adams, right? Adams County. So these are the 10 counties that we'll be working with, and it's like an $18 billion market. And there's about 50,000, almost close to 49,000 annual transactions happening there. And if I can just get access to 5% of that, just 5% of that transaction, or even just 1% of that transaction, that's 500 annual transactions. Now, if you can be 1/10 of that, you can have access to 1/10 of that transaction, isn't it going to be already fun, right? So the first year can be fun. So yeah, I just wanted to record this because it's possible. This is the message, that it is possible. The only thing that you need, that thing that you don't have right now as an MLO, is leverage. You need leverage through us, generating yourself, or however, you need leverage.